favorite sports podcast. You said First Take, right? Or would you?
Yeah. I mean, because I don't like. I'm not listening. I mean, the fantasy is that gonna
the fantasy? Yeah, that's sports.
Okay, word,
sure. I mean, that wouldn't me. I make that joint. That's not gonna be my answer.
But I feel you. But yeah, First Take. I'm trying to think of if there's any.
There's that I Am Athlete. You ever watch I Am Athlete?
All right. So
the Pivot.
I'll say this: I haven't watched the Mad episodes.
All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and
Right.
Jackson.
So I've only probably in entirety saw Kobe's joint in its entirety.
And that was a fire one.
Joint.
That was a fire.
And I Am Athlete definitely more so of I see it through clips.
Yeah, me too.
And
what's funny is that like all these joints, I don't necessarily say like, oh, I listened to this shit from beginning and end. You know what I'm saying? But like the I Am Athlete joint, the clips that I be seeing, I'm like, oh no, like, and sometimes I'll go and watch the episode just because it's like I like this clip so much that I do want to see where this conversation goes. I remember Mike Beasley's joint, like his clips was going crazy on the internet, and I went and watched that whole joint, and I was like, oh, this is a good joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because people all like
Tim said JJ Redick's pod. I've heard good things about his pod.
Right, his pod up a little, so I've heard a lot of good things about his I've heard an episode or two of JJ Redick. JJ Redick is a really dope conversationalist. Yeah. So he has dope conversations. Another guy, Michael Koppelman, the Moments. I was listening to that podcast heavy because he's the director of one of my favorite shows, Billions.
Oh yeah, but he did make Rounders, right?
He did Rounders. He did a lot. He's done a couple little cult classics for. But Billions is the latest thing on Showtime. Amazing show. I listened to that. He had JJ Redick on there as well too, and just like a lot of people, where I'm like, oh, like I want to listen to their perspective, and from a director's mindset, I'm like, I'm curious to see how this conversation goes, or what you interested to reel from it. But yeah, in terms of like the sports shit, I like your point. Like in terms of saying favorite, I can't say I've watched enough to say favorite, but I do really appreciate like programs like I Am Athlete.
They don't necessarily.
Early.